We're back. Are we back? I think we're back. We're back. We're back to working on the 1971 C-10 Spanish Gold. Hey folks, quick walk around the shop and see what I got going on. It's pretty cool stuff worked out this week. So first thing I'll do is show you my hose clamps. So I ordered these, they're Gates. We talked about them before. These really clean everything up good. You put them on the end just like shrink tubing, and you heat them up and they shrink right on there. They go right on nice. I even got one on the top one over here so you don't reach in and scrub your arm on I don't know, that chain thing that sticks out and all them slots and the worm gear. I don't know, I really like them. I know I got my cover on there to keep the dust out of there. So that cleaned things up nice. I like those. So got those done. The other thing, I'm going to turn this fan on. That we got done here is our tailgate Chevy emblem. Now this is pretty cool, people. I didn't know how this was going to work. When I bought the truck, this was on it, don't get me wrong. If somebody had dropped something right on the tailgate and had bent these, just smashed this. This top one was touching the second one, and the second one was almost touching the third bar. Just had a V right in it. I could barely get this screw out of there. It's not perfect. I don't mind character or Tina. I'll stick with character. It gains this character from being used, but I don't want it bent out of shape where it just looks a mess. And we were missing the T. So I looked online. I could not find anybody with a T for sale. Sounds funny, it always does. But even going on like Brothers and LMC and all these type, I didn't check your rent one, but you have to buy this whole thing if you're missing a letter. Well, that's no good. I don't want a new one on there anyway. I kind of want the original one. So what I did, I'll get you a little closer. I grabbed a piece of, it was actually angle iron, but it was 2 inches or, I don't know, I didn't measure it. But what I did is I just cut it off of the angle. Cut the face off, so I had a flat piece of aluminum. And I just cut out my T, and these are a little thicker at the bottom, a little wider. So because mine's not thicker, I made it wider. It kind of gives you the 3D effect. And then I tried to polish it, and I thought, don't over polish it, because if it's too shiny, it's not going to match. So I thought it turned out great. I probably wouldn't have shown you if it hadn't turned out great, but it looks good. You cannot tell the difference of that and the other ones. The shine and the scrape marks on it. Or anyway, enough about that. Let me run you over and show you what else we're doing. So here at the back of the truck, we got the headlight surround and grill surround. And it had been whacked pretty good in this corner. I think it had a dent here, has a little one there. I kind of pounded that one out. I think other than that, it was pretty good, but that was banged in pretty good. I know you can't see real well. Get you closer. And all I did was put it up on the bench. That was awkward. I hope it's focusing. And just, there's some little bumps where I banged on it, but I got that pretty much out of there. Again, character, but not smashed. Don't want smashed. Honey, got my gloves on. I almost forgot. I didn't forget. Around back, get you in there. Okay, over here at the bench we've got in the rear bumper. I didn't show the rear bumper. We'll get to that in a second. So this is your license plate surround. It's pretty rough, but heavy metal. We're going to clean it all up and fix it. Now you notice here. Look, if you guys don't know what rust jacking is, look at this. I mean, this is just unbelievable. A little bit of water gets in between these two pieces of metal and just continues to rust, and it will spread this. Look at how much jacking there is there. It's got it all the way up here. We'll beat all that out and carve it out of there and hammer them down. They don't hurt anything. I just can't have them like that. I'll get them cleaned up. So that's what we're working on, cleaning this up with all this undercoating. I mean, it stayed on there for a while, but as you can see, eventually it rusts under the undercoating. It just dries out when it gets 50 years old and holds a little bit of moisture, but we're in really good shape. We've got no holes here. We'll get this all straight down. It just takes time. We'll get it painted up. She'll look like brand new. Or about. Some things you gotta clean them up and make them look brand new or buy brand new just because it's so rough. And this is kind of rough, but it'll clean up. Inside and out. I know nobody sees the back of it, but I'll know. Alright, you don't want to see me scratching on that. Probably loud anyway. So the light, I mean, this wire is even stiff, but it's not broke at the rubber part. The back is not rusted in, rusted out. Why would I say in? Probably because I'm thinking about in here. It looks like somebody put a bigger bulb in there and melted that lens a little bit. It's kind of got a bubble on there. If we can get this apart, we'll clean it up and see if we can keep the casing, because it's pretty good. Put some stainless steel screws in there, and then these bolts will all be replaced with polished stainless carriage bolts, we call them. But if we can get this bad boy out of here. Oh, there's one. I don't want to take that out yet. I want to get the cover off. That's what I'm worried about. Get that cover off. Maybe. Oh, I got that one too. Maybe we will. No, it's supposed to do some. No, it's stripped, but I can still get a little bite on it. I don't waller it out. Whereas I might put a new lens on it, but maybe I can polish that one up a little bit. I mean, nobody sees it. It's the original one. Oh, somebody's got a different color. Put the right bulb in there. I'll probably put a LED in it so it doesn't get hot. I'll get the brightest one I can that fits in that. I can't. I'm three for three. I got one more to go. Yeah, that's the one that never comes out. You know that. You work on cars. Keep flipping this thing around. All right. Yeah, I'm not gonna edit that out either. So there's part of the bulb. Ooh, yeah. Socket don't look so good. Maybe I'm trying to save something worth saving. Nah, just full of dirt. It's a single point. We'll look at that next. But to put this bigger bulb in to make it brighter, I'm sure, and it burn that little. I don't like it. We'll see what we can do. I think that's it. One more to go. Oh, we better hit that one. Hold on. Jar that rust a little bit. Come on. It's moving. It's moving. I got it. I got it. Oh, all right. I don't have a new one of these because, well, I forgot about it. Figured I'd do it later. Yep, I said it later. Well, now later's coming. I didn't do it. I'm not throwing one under I was telling me. The rubber is shot. Somebody put some wire in there. It's really not that bad. And yeah, I'll probably get a new one if they're cheap enough. It'll have a new gasket. If not, I'll paint it up and use it, but maybe it's $6. Sometimes the lens covers are like $6 or $8. And I know people are worried about a budget. We all have to worry about our money. And sometimes it's $8 well spent. I'm not about to clean it up in front of you, but I can get that cleaned up and painted probably before the day's up. Bumper, on the other hand, I'll walk you over to the bumper real quick. Somebody had rear-ended this. So sitting over here, we got the bumper. Now it's not perfect either, but somebody had backed into something. It looked like backed in. Maybe somebody hit it right there. Now I don't know how well you're going to see this at the bumper, but I mean it was folded in to where it wasn't even straight. It had a bow to it. Maybe just got a little bit still, but it cleaned up nice. Just a lot of hammering. Got it all straightened out. Basically just make you up a form, something that holds the bumper in the direction you want. Start beating on her. Slow is better. Lets the metal kind of work back where it belongs. Being that that was folded in, when you fold it, it stretches the top metal, so when you fold it back, you'll have a hump up there sometimes. like on this part here. And I worked it down pretty good. It's still got just a little hump, but I don't want to just mangle the chrome. So that'll go back on there and still look pretty good. The front bumper, if I remember, has got a little ding or dent or push or something in it. I don't have it here. It's over at the garage. We got that straightened out. We'll put that back on. And then next, and this will wrap us up today. The next is getting this tailgate off. I'm going to get the tailgate off and on the bench. Kind of get it worked back in. I don't know what happened to it. It looks like somebody threw bowling balls at it for a week or something, but I'll get it straightened out. I got the grill done. I never did show you the grill. So I didn't buy it. This came with the truck, and a lot of these are broken. The one on my wall is broken. I spin you around. Why do you want to see a broken one? Just because. Anyhow, this got on the top. Top and bottom? Top and bottom. Okay, here we go. If you can see this. So here's your grill, the egg crate. And it's got a little crack right there, you can see. And I think there's a little tiny crack right there you can see. When I got it, this was all busted out. So rather than buy a new one, in the name of saving money, this works. I've done this before. It works pretty well. You take, because these are hollowed, like this break in the middle, you can see I filled it with JB weld. You can take a flat piece of steel, JB weld inside the crack, push the steel inside the crack. I prefer aluminum or stainless if you have it, but it doesn't really matter to be encased. But steel will eventually rust crack and break these apart. So you try using aluminum or stainless if you can. And then JB weld it in real good, and that will hold together. Same thing with this top one. Fill it in, put a piece of metal in there, and JB weld it. Sometimes you broke it a T, do what you gotta do. But a couple of breaks, one up here too, that I filled in, and now that's just, I say rock solid. It's as solid as this thing's gonna be because it's plastic and it'll break anyway. So there was the grill. That'll all come out of there because as soon as I get the tailgate off and on, we'll have Tom come over, or maybe Sean, my neighbors, and we'll flip this on its back. I'll take everything off. I got some padding just on the floor, and I just want to flip it up against that wall. Then I can work on the bottom, and it's never been worked on since it was built, so it's going to need cleaned. It's got a couple of floor dents and it'll need banged out. I'll bring you along for that. We'll get the entire bottom side coated real good, undercoating, all these wheel wells filled in good with undercoating. I'll bring you back for that, folks. That'll be a little later, another week or so. I got held off on my paint. I apologize for that. We'll do paint next week. Didn't get to it this week. Things came up. So there's what's going on in the future. Oh, I didn't show you it, did I? I'm going to show you anyway. If you already seen it, turn off the camera. This is a gas tank I bought for Tom's truck. I don't know if he's going to use it or not. I think he is. But this is excuse me, where did it come from? I think it's LMC. Brothers sell the same one, I'm pretty sure. It's a tapered tank to fit in the back of a C-10 because the last metal bracing's crooked. It's the right one is what I'm getting at. It's got bung holes in it. It's got a threaded one on this side. It's got a side fill because that's going to be fun. It's got a side fill top and it actually holds more gas. I think it's 17 gallons. The other ones only hold like 11 or 12. So you get more fuel in it, and then you get the option of the side fill instead of the top fill. The top fill would be for the floor bed if you want to do that, but Tom wants to do his through the rear tail light. So there'll be a full video on the rear tail light. That'll be something to figure out how to get through there and how to make the hinge. And yeah, that'd probably be 2 or 3 videos worth, but I'll just show you one. So that's coming up too. Sorry about that. That's coming up too. Anything else happens, I'll let you know. All right, gotta go. All right, where did I put my remote? I'll put it here somewhere. If you're still watching, thanks for coming. Where did I put mine? I found it. All right. Sayonara, go mega. Sayonara. I don't know. I messed it all up. Peace.